afternoon baseball for your viewing pleasure on a fine Sunday afternoon from Comerica Park in Detroit. Today, the finale of this three-game weekend series between the Cleveland Indians and the Detroit Tigers. Alongside Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac, and guys, Detroit. The Indians have played well in the series so far, winning the first two in this three-game set.
Yeah, and to sweep this team right here would be a huge momentum boost. It is not easy to sweep a series. I don't care if it's 3 games or 4 games. I think back to Bobby Cox. His big thing was you just want to win series. 2 out of 3, 3 out of 4. But when you have a chance to sweep a team, you have to take advantage of it.
Spencer Turnbull, a right-hander from Alabama, gets the starting assignment. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Hey, Matty V, we're looking at a guy that has a pretty good number of pitches that he throws, but one in particular is the sinker that he's added to his repertoire. When he needs a ground ball or he gets himself into a spot where he needs to possibly roll up a 2-ball, I think that's the pitch we're going to see often from him in this one, that sinker down in the zone.
Popped up. Cabrera is over to take a look, and no one can get there. It's a foul ball.
First pitch, 110.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Weak grounder back to the mound. Throw just in time as they get him by an eyelash. Now a moment here for the Indians starting lineup. Who stands out to you, Danny?
Well, Matt, they have to be very happy so far with the performance they're getting out of that guy in the 8th spot. He's hitting over 400. Now, hold on. I know it's just April, but that's really impressive. And if you're hitting 400 in the backyard playing wiffle ball, you're still doing something pretty good. It's been a great start, and I'm interested to see if he can feed off of it the rest of the way.
So, fellas, these Tigers, as they begin play here today, they come in a real funk to start the year. Still searching for what's been an elusive first win.
Yeah, Matty, I know they lost their last game, but you know as well as I do, in this sport, you have to have short-term memory. You have to let it go. They can get it going back in the right direction today.
Temperature pretty seasonable for this time of year, 55 degrees at game time. Two balls and a strike to Cesar Hernandez. For his career in this matchup, he's 3 for 9. All even now, 2-2. 1 out, nobody on. And a swing as he pulls this one into right, but he'll barely have to move out there in right as he hauls this one in for the second out.
Batting third, the third baseman, Jose.
Striding in for the Indians, Jose Ramirez. He was 1 for 4 with a 2-bagger in yesterday's game. First delivery to him. Left side, but well foul. Fouled away.
It's going to be back to some serious tee work if he can't put that pitch in play right in his wheelhouse.
And a good 2-strike pitch, but he misses high 1-2.
Hey, textbook waste pitch right there. Does he go elevated fastball again or something slow below the zone?
The 1-2. Now a swinging bunt. Another 1-2 delivery. And here's a pitch inside, and that got him.
You know, with 2 outs and nobody on, that's the last thing you want to do on the mound. That really gives the opposition some hope that they can do something with this inning.
And that'll bring in Franmil Reyes. He had a homer in the ballgame yesterday afternoon. And now the first pitch.
Love the fact that he's not scared to go right back inside with another fastball. I know he hit the last guy, but if he's going to have success, he's got to establish that pitch in.
Here it comes, 1-0. A ball and a strike.
You can really tell they're trying to keep the ball in on this big slugger right here.
Is that an effort to keep him from getting extended, do you think?
Yeah, I think that's the idea, Matt. But he might spin to win if he starts looking for it in there.
The 1-1. Takes a pitch for strike number 2.
He's looking pretty passive here, hitting with a chance to drive in a run. Going to have to make something happen with 2 strikes now.
Throw over to first, and the runner back safely. A shot down the first baseline. But this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2.
Gotta believe that was a mislocation because it missed right down the middle. This guy's gonna have nightmares at the plate thinking about missing that one.
Swing and a ball hard hit toward deep right. Mazzara finds some space out there for the catch to retire the side. 1 left for the Tribe. Indians nothing. Tigers coming to bat. You're watching Major League Baseball on The Show. Zach Plesac, the right-hander out of Indiana, will be doing the pitching in this one. Dan, any thoughts?
Well, he's what you call a solid starter, Matt. Most of the time, he's going to keep you in games and eat up innings. Sometimes he's more dominant than that, and occasionally he'll get hit around a little bit. But if he attacks hitters and throws quality strikes in this one, he's going to be just fine.
So now here is Victor Reyes. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
Victor.
Now here's the pitch.
Reyes.
And he'll power in a fastball that time at 94 for strike 1. So, fellas, this Indians ball club, as they begin play here this afternoon, they come in feeling good as they're 2-0 to start the new year.
Yeah, Matty, without question. They find themselves in this position today. They got a chance to sweep the series on Sunday and make it a miraculous weekend.
Boy, Dero, that's always a nice way to finish off a weekend. You win a big game on Saturday, and to close it off with a win here and a sweep on Sunday would really be sweet for this ball club.
And another foul ball. Another 0-2 coming. And a changeup swung on and missed for the first down. Next up for Detroit, Harold Castro.
Harold Castro.
Ready to deliver. Here comes the first pitch. And this pitch is taken on the inner half for strike 1.
Put that in the memory bank. First time he breaks out a curveball right there, and it's a pretty good one.
The windup and the 0-1.
At the ball.
Just off the outside that time, laid off for a ball. And the 2-1. Fastball is looked at for strike 2.
Four-seam heater right down the middle. I would have thought he popped a clutch on that pitch.
Off-speed pitch in the dirt as he takes it for a ball.
It's a fine line from working down in the zone on 2-2 and bouncing one in there that basically stands no chance at getting swung at. Right there, he basically spiked that one right into the dirt, and now he has to find the zone on a 3-2 pitch.
Weak grounder down the line at third. Throw in time as he's called out on a bang-bang play at first.
Batting third.
A moment now in Motown to check out the Tigers starting lineup. Mark, what do you have on this lineup as they go for their first win?
Matty, this lineup is built on one thing. Their best tool is the fact that they have amazing speed up and down the lineup. I don't even think the third base coach gives a steal sign. I think a lot of these guys have the green light. So be on the lookout for that today.
And that'll bring up the veteran Miguel Cabrera. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. 2 out, nobody on. And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1. 2 balls and a strike to the Tigers' first baseman.
Big sweeping breaking ball right there. Good pitch. But if he wants to get him to swing at it, he'll have to bring it in a little bit closer to the strike zone.
Now the 2-1. He's outside for a ball.
This is a good at bat so far here with 2 away. If you're going to go down 1, 2, 3, at least make the guy work for it. He's doing that, and he's even gotten himself into a good hitter's count now.
Hit hard up the middle. He's got it. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as this side is retired. Down in order go the Tigers. Still no score. In now for Cleveland, Eddie Rosario. In his career versus this pitcher, not great. He's 1 for 8. Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch.
0-1.
0-1 count and the pitch. Well, today's game provides the Indians with a chance to complete a series sweep, guys.
Sure does, and it's always difficult to sweep and win a series on the road, especially when you're playing a division opponent.
Can't quite get around in time to keep it fair, and it remains 0-2. Into the windup and the pitch. And he takes strike 3 called on the fastball. 1 gone. No one on with 1 down. And the next to bat will be Josh Naylor. First pitch on its way.
Yeah, you take a look at that 2-seamer right there. Sinker had nasty downward plane on that ball. That thing must have gone down at least 6 inches.
A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2. Time for a look at our umpires in this one. Working the plate is Carl Dixon.
Dan, this is an offensive player's dream to have Carl Dixon behind the dish. He is tight on the corner.
He is, D-Row, and listen, he makes you bring the ball into the strike zone. Normally, high-scoring a game when Carl's behind the dish.
Throw gets him, 2 down.
Batting 7, the designated hitter, Ramirez.
Next for the Indians is the designated hitter, Harold Ramirez. They'll work on keeping this top of the second alive. First pitch on the way. Fastball runs a bit inside here. It's 1-0. Runs outside, so it goes to 2-0 now.
Not even close with the 1-0. He needs to get back in the zone, but be careful. Work the quadrants.
Now the 2-0 is chased out of the zone for strike 1.
Boy, what a time to pull the string on him. On 2-0, there's no way anyone's thinking changeup. So if you can locate it, that's pretty much unhittable.
The 2-1. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Reyes able to track it down for the 3rd out. Indians go down 1-2-3. We'll go to the bottom of the 2nd. No score. Bottom of the inning now. And next is the catcher, Wilson Ramos.
The catcher, Wilson Ramos.
Now the first pitch.
Nope. Outside.
Lifted in the air toward the line and right. 1-1 home. Is looked at for ball number 2. He's fallen behind now, 3-1. Willy Castro is on deck. The 3-1. Sent on the ground out to second. Fielded cleanly. Throw to first is in time for the first out.
Batting fifth, the shortstop.
Here's how the Indians are setting up on D. And today my spotlight's going to shine down on Cesar Hernandez, second baseman who can really turn the double play. Has got super quick feet, great reaction time. Guys love working with him up the chute.
In now, Willy Castro. As he's well in front of the curveball and comes up empty there for strike 1. The windup and the 0-1. Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2.
Boy, so far early into this one, this guy's pitching really well, and I'm a big believer in body language. He's getting the ball, he's working really quick, keeping the ball down in the zone. And if you take a look at this guy so far early on, a lot of positive signs. He looks like he brought his good stuff in this one.
And you can tell he wanted to hold off, but he swings through the inside pitch anyway, and he becomes out number 2.
The second baseman, Jonathan. Go.
So that'll bring up Jonathan Scope, as he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. He'll try to make something happen with 2 gone in the bottom of the second. Ready with the 0-1 pitch.
I get it. He wants to see this guy's repertoire, but now he's behind in the count. Puts himself in a tough spot to hit.
Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. Bottom of the second here with no score. Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. And he missed with it. It's 1-2. And a slider swung on and missed, and the side is retired. 3 up, 3 down for Detroit. We'll move to the third with no score. All set for the start of the inning, and next it'll be the outfielder, Bradley Zimmer.
Number 4, Bradley Zimmer.
Here's the first pitch to him.
Ball 1, no strike.
The offense better get it going right here, because they certainly can tell from their dugout this guy is carrying himself with a presence out on the mound. He's got feel for all his pitches.
Into his windup. Here comes the 1-0.
Ball 2.
Hey, there's not a lot you can do with a slider breaking down and in unless you catch it way out front. I like the idea of taking it and making the pitcher bring you something a little more hittable.
Lifted down the line in left. Left fielder is on the move, and he tracks it down. Nice play for the first out.
Batting 9, the catcher, number 17.
Stepping in next, Austin Hedges. Couple of hits for him in 4 trips in yesterday's game. Ready to deliver. Here comes the first pitch. Hit hard on the ground to second. Throw gets him. 2 down.
Now batting, the shortstop, Rosario.
And that'll bring in the former top prospect, Ahmed Rosario. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Wheels and deals. Here's the first pitch. Now here's a swing and a high pop-up drifting into shallow right field. Scope is there, and they go down in a hurry here as his side is quickly retired. Down in order go the Tribe. Home half of the third coming up. No score. In now the power-hitting outfielder Nomar Mazara. 7, 8, and 9 to start the home third.
Not much going on offensively so far for these guys. 6 up, 6 down. We'll see if the bottom part of the lineup can get something going.
Well, the home crowd seems a little restless, so I'm sure they'd appreciate it. First pitch of the AB on its way. Lifetime versus this pitcher. He hasn't had much success, just 2 for 11. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Pops this one up, and that's going to land foul. Again, he sends it out of play.
Yeah, you could tell he was ready for another fastball, but the pitcher went to breaking ball, and the hitter just fouls that one off. Now a swing and a miss as he picks up another one. Make it 4 strikeouts already, and there's your first out.
Talk about blowing it by a guy. Geez, I mean, that fastball was way behind him when the swing came through the zone. I have to think he was looking for something off speed, and he just couldn't pull the trigger on that fastball.
Next batter is Jeimer Candelario. Grounded softly down the line toward first. But a foul ball here, 0-1. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. Now here's a ball hit high and deep to straightaway right field. A ball that's carrying. On the warning track, he makes the catch.
Batting ninth, the left fielder, Robbie Grossman.
Here's Robbie Grossman. This guy's still looking at a 0 in the hit column. First pitch on its way.
Counts 1-0.
Hey, struggling to find the release point of that curveball. That wasn't a very good one. Somehow he's just got to find that feel because that's a pitch he's going to need going forward.
Both teams so far yet to crack the hit column. 2-0 to the Tigers left fielder.
2 outs here, and the focus needs to stay sharp. You don't want that lineup turning over in an inning if you can help it.
Good downward movement fooled him there. 2-1.
If he's going to dial up 2-0 changeups and have a good feel for it, this offense is going to have trouble breaking through against this guy.
3-1 to him now. Bottom of inning number 3, 0-0 our score. And it's fouled away. 3-2 pitch. And he takes ball 4. So a good job out of the 9-hole in getting on base as we go back to the top of the order.
They haven't been able to register a hit against this guy, but at least they have a base runner here. We'll see if that leads to something.
So back at the top of the Detroit lineup, digging in, Victor Reyes. He went down swinging to start the home first. Now the pitch. And that's dead center for strike 1.
He'll take that first pitch strike all day long. If they're going to take 0-0, he's going to pound that zone and get ahead. Much more susceptible down 0-1 than 1-0.
As a look, now the pitch. And that misses 1-1. Grossman leads off first with a pair of outs in the inning. And it's 2-1 to the Tigers' leadoff hitter. Back up the middle. That's a hit, the first of the game for the Tigers.
There's a hard-hit ground ball. Pitcher not able to get a glove on it. Hard single up the middle.
Yeah, watch your lips right there, Dan. Sent it back right where it came from.
So now to the plate, Willy Castro. And on the first pitch, he grounds foul. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. And he lays off for ball 1. And he lays off upstairs, but it's ruled a strike, and he can't believe it. 1-2.
Hey, usually the second time through the order, you start seeing an incorporation of some more off speeds.
We'll leave it right there as he strikes out, and that ends the inning. Tigers strand a pair. We'll head to the fourth, still scoreless. All set for the start of the fourth, and set to go is the second baseman, Cesar Hernandez.
Still a big bagel in that hit column, and this is where the frustration can start setting in on a team if they're not careful. It's never a good feeling when you know the guy out there on the mound is completely shutting you down.
And he comes back with one in there for a high strike. One and two now. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
We just saw a fastball right there. I would not be shocked if he tries to get this guy to go fishing right here and drops a little off-speed pitch in the dirt.
Thank you.
Ball 3. 3-2 now.
Well, you don't see it all that often, but this might be a good time for a 3-2 change. If he can locate it, it's nearly impossible to hit.
And he lays off there, ball 4. So the leadoff man is on here to begin stanza number 4.
Well, they haven't been able to scratch a run across yet, so maybe this walk will jumpstart their offense a little bit.
Next to hit is Jose Ramirez. He's 2 for 7 in the series so far. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch.
Hey, this is a perfect opportunity for them to get on the board right now. Leadoff man has done his job. Now the middle of the order gets their shot at the plate.
A little bit low that time, maybe outside as well.
1 ball, 1
Indians
strike.
still in search of their first hit of the ball game. Started to go around there. Looked like he held up in time. No. Strike 2, says the third base umpire. So 1-2. Now a changeup locks him up as he looks at strike 3 called. 1 away.
Flat out locked him up with a changeup right there. Usually you're trying for a swing and miss when you throw that pitch in a 2-strike count, but clearly he wasn't looking for it, so it's a backwards K for him.
Before the first pitch, a check at first. And a dive, but he's back in there. To the plate now, Ramirez. He'll watch a slider that runs out of the strike zone away for ball 1.
Hey, that's not an easy pitch to hold your swing up. I know it looked like it was way off the plate. Good job not swinging at it.
And he has to dive, but he's back in easily. 1-0 home. Misses off the plate.
That's a great call right there. Fastball away with a guy who's got some jets on first base. Almost like a hybrid pitch out. Great for a catcher if that guy's running. Easy transfer throw to second base.
2-0 count. The pitch.
Ball, that's it.
Pitching has the upper hand early as we're scoreless in inning number 4. Oh, he got away with a changeup there. 3-1 now.
What I love right there is just the freedom in that hack. He ain't trying to do anything but hit the baseball as far as he can.
Here's the 3-1. Swung on and missed. 3-2.
He is in complete command out on the mound today. He's got all 4 corners locked in, and now he's raising eye levels to boot.
Drilled right back up the middle. And there's the first hit of the game for Cleveland.
This is their time right here. This starting pitcher has been on point all day. Runs have been at a premium. They have an opportunity to do something special right here.
Standing in now, Eddie Rosario. As he'll look at a fastball in there on the outer half. It's 0-1. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Comes set with the 0-1. Changed up on him and dropped it in for a called strike.
Big pitch coming up right here. He'd love for a ground ball or a strikeout.
Just 1 hit apiece for both of these clubs. Slowly hit to first. I don't think they can get 2. And indeed, he'll take only the out at first as the run comes in to score.
Really good job of putting the ball in play right there. Even though it wasn't a base hit, it does bring the go-ahead run for his team.
Now that brings up Josh Naylor. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. First delivery to him.
Hey, this isn't exactly the way you'd like to draw it up. Not throwing a lot of first pitch strikes, but the bottom line is he's getting outs.
He's set. The 0-1. There's a line drive. Base hit to left field. Play at the plate, and he's out. A great throw. A great throw from the outfield to cut down the run and end the inning. Certainly worth another look. We're back with more on a Sunday afternoon following this. Ready to go in the bottom of the 4th. And here comes the first baseman, Miguel Cabrera.
The first baseman, Miguel Cabrera.
Now the pitch. Fastball off the plate away for ball 1. Went about halfway there, but it's a called strike regardless.
This guy's been throwing the ball great so far, but he's going to be tested here. 4, 5, and 6 coming up this part of the lineup.
From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Pitch popped up, and this will not be caught. It's a foul ball. Ready on 1 and 2. Oh, here's a shot out to right center. Rounding first is Cabrera on his way to second now. And the Tigers are in business right away. It's a leadoff double.
Man, that's got to sting for the pitcher and his teammates. They just get on the board and are feeling good about themselves, looking for a shutdown inning so they can get some more runs on the board. But instead, this guy blasts a leadoff double. Getting that shutdown inning is going to be a lot tougher now.
Here's the catcher, Wilson Ramos. Fouled off. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. 0-1 count, and the pitch. Hit out towards second. Reined in. And there's one down now.
Now, this is not an easy play where you have to range to your right. He really didn't have a chance to get his feet set, so this is all arm. Nicely done.
At the plate now, Willy Castro. As he'll take a look at a curveball that misses wide for ball one. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. Now the 1-0. There's a fastball taken high for a ball.
You can see this guy's more focused at the plate right now. In that first AB, he went down on strikes.
On the ground for Hernandez at second base. He's got it. And the throw goes to first for the out, but that'll be enough to get the run home as they pull back to even at 1-1.
Good manufactured run right there. Lead off double, move him over with the ground ball, and just put the ball in play and let him come home. Make scoring runs look easier than it actually is.
Ready to deal. Here comes the first pitch. As he'll send a ground ball down to third. Throw cleanly into first, and that ends the inning. So it's 1 run, 1 hit, no errors, and no one left on base. On to the top of inning number 5 we go, all tied at 1-1. Welcome back. Heidi Watney standing by as we get set for the top of the 5th.
Matt, I talked with manager Terry Francona during the break about his thoughts on the Indians' hitters to this point. And he told me the quality of their swings needs to improve as the game moves forward. He said they're searching for ways to drive the ball with some authority because it's just not happening for them today. They haven't gotten an extra base hit yet, so it's been a real struggle getting guys into scoring position. But the key, he said, is not to panic. Sometimes you just have to fight through the downturns and keep your focus and energy high.
Good stuff, Heidi. Thanks.
Ramirez.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Harold Ramirez will stand in for the second time now as he looks at a called strike. It's 0-1.
That elevated fastball right there, that is the biggest change in the game today for me. When I first came up, a lot of guys working that Greg Maddux east to west.
1-1 the count now. Now here it comes. All over that one, but a little out in front. Foul ball. Tried to hold up there. Appeal down to first, and no swing. It's ball 2. Here now the 2-2. Swung on and missed. He got him on strikes. So after getting the strikeout on the fastball, not a bad time to check out our pitch speed comparison for our 2 starters. And as you see there, just 1 mile an hour separating these 2 arms so far. 96 on one hand, 95 on the other. So bases are empty with 1 gone. And up next, the San Diego area native Bradley Zimmer. First pitch on the way. Pulled toward right center field. Reyes is there as he had to travel a ways, but he makes the catch deep in the alley for the second out.
The catcher, number 17, Austin Hedges.
Next, it'll be Austin Hedges. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. Ready to deliver. Here comes the first pitch. Changeup, a little bit inside, 1-0. And it's a ball and a strike to Austin Hedges.
Really feels like he's just on cruise control out there on the mound right now.
Boy, this is a tight one. You kind of get the feeling like the next team that scores is going to win this one.
Ready with the 1-1 pitch.
Ball, that's out.
And a check swing here as he couldn't help himself, and it's ruled strike 2. Popped him up. And Cabrera will put this one away, and the inning is over. Indians go down 1-2-3. Halfway home, all even at 1 apiece. Back from Comerica Park in Detroit as we send it down to Heidi Watney.
Well, Matt, during the break, I caught up with the Tigers manager to discuss his thoughts on Detroit's offense. And he told me, overall, he's not happy with the at-bats they're putting together. He said they're not doing a very good job of hitting off the fastball today, which he said is a necessity in today's game. Otherwise, he explained, the pitcher never feels uncomfortable and believes he can get anyone out at any time. That hasn't been too far from the truth in this one, guys.
All right, Heidi, thank you.
Leading up for the Tigers.
Ready to go for the
right
last
fielder.
half of the inning.
Nomar.
And that brings up the versatile Nomar Mazara. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch.
Ball 1, no strike.
The 1-0.
Hey!
One of the best ways to keep a guy
Look out, 1-1.
uncomfortable is to pound him inside. They're doing that, and this one caught the zone.
That nibbled the corner there, but missed. 2-1. Right side, defense aligned perfectly. And there's one away.
Now batting, the third baseman, Zimmern. Candelario.
Next for the Tigers, Jeimer Candelario flew out last time up. And now the first pitch. And this one's nowhere
Nope, 1-0.
close as that bounces to the plate for ball 1. Both teams with just 2 hits apiece thus far. And he fouls this one off. Left center, base hit.
Love the ability to push that ball the other way right there. Nice
left
knock
fielder,
to the
number
opposite
8.
field. That's a switch
Robbie
hitter's delight, the ability to use all
Grossman.
parts.
At the plate, Robbie Grossman, as he will take a look at strike 1 on a fastball right down the pipe.
Man, this guy's been incredibly efficient so far in this one, mostly because he's getting ahead. 70% of the batters he's faced, he's thrown a first pitch strike 2.
The 0-1 pitch. Outside for a ball, 1-1. Changeup gets him out in front for strike 2. Good swing on a tough pitch, and he'll stick around to see another one.
Although he doesn't use that pitch too much, if he's able to steal some strikes early in the count, could be something they have to think about.
In the dirt here, but it won't skip away far enough for the runner to advance. Here now the 2-2. Hold hard, but it's foul down the first base side. The 2-2 is swung on and missed, strike 3. Got him with a good high fastball there. Danny, we see a lot of that pitch in strikeout situations these days. What makes it so effective?
I think, Matt, what makes it such a tough pitch is you're changing eye levels. That fastball up looks so enticing to hit that you see that ball as a hitter, you think you can drive it, but it's really hard to get on top of that good, high, hard fastball.
And he'll take a look at ball one. He's 1 for 2 in this one. Well-located changeup on that one as it catches the black for a called strike. One and two now as that one's fouled off.
He's gone to the well with that pitch 3 times in a row. I'm interested to see if he changes it up right here.
Fouled away. Candelario, the runner at first with 2 gone. This is hit the other way out toward left field. Rosario is there. And that will end the inning. Tigers leave 1. We played 5 full, tied at 1 aside. Top half of the 6th about to get started. And up next will be the shortstop, Ahmed Rosario. First pitch of the AB now. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Swing and a little blooper to center. Center fielder coming on. He's not going to get to it, so the leadoff guy's aboard with a base hit.
Beggars can't be choosers right there. We love those lawn darts. Doesn't matter how they come. Jammed off the end of the bat, doesn't matter.
Into the box, Cesar Hernandez. Batting left-handed here as he takes a look at strike 1. 0 for 1 with a run scored thus far. Just a bit late, and he's fallen behind 0-2. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way.
The count is 1 and 2.
Now a throw over, and the runner will get back standing. Pops this one up. Candelario is over to take a look, and this is going to get down. It's a foul ball. Oh, and look out as this runs in and gets him. The second man he's plunked in this one.
Well, he's really been good all game long until that one. He was definitely not trying to hit a guy when he's got 2 strikes on him. It just appeared that it got away from him.
In now, Jose Ramirez. Looked like he went around that time. They'll appeal down to third, and yes, sir, it's strike 1. Both clubs with 3 hits in the ballgame. Lifted the other way out to left center. And this is going to get down for extra bases as that'll get 1, if not both of them home. Rosario rounds third and is digging for the plate. And he's safe at the plate as they take the lead. So much of this game is situational hitting, guys. Nice job there.
Yeah, you've got to find a way to pick your teammates up when you're given the chance, and he doesn't try to do too much right here. He just takes what's there. Safely on second, and his buddy is high-fiving teammates in the dugout.
Now here comes the Tigers skipper up out of the dugout on his way to the mound. And he's going to make a move, as that's going to be all for his starter this afternoon. He'll wind up lasting just 5 innings here. Didn't pitch all that poorly, yet he's gone nonetheless. Jose Arena is given the ball here to try to work out of a tough situation. 2 runners in scoring position to deal with.
Jose. Great job.
Into the box now, Ramirez. This will take a look at a slider here that finds the zone for strike 1. Head-to-head with Jose Arena. He's just 1 for 6. And he falls behind 0-2. 2 runs, 4 hits. No errors to this point for the Indians. Swung on and missed. Really fooled him that time for the first out.
Pretty textbook pitching right there. Jump ahead in the count 0-2 and then start working outside the zone. Easier said than done, but that's the way to do it.
And it looks as though the decision makers in the dugout will give him a free pass to first, so the bases are loaded here on the intentional walk, and the force play is now in order. Now into the box, Josh Naylor singled in his last at-bat. Wheels and deals. Here's the first pitch.
Off the plate, ball 1.
Just off the outside, and it's 1-0. Some action now in the Tigers bullpen as they'll get a left-hander and a right-hander up to throw. Here comes the 1-0. In for a strike. It's 1-1.
Hey, now he's got me confused up here. This is a known sinker baller out on the mound trying to roll a double play, and he throws him a 4-seamer.
Early swing there as he pulls it foul to the right side. Ready with the 1-2. And he stays alive here as he gets a piece of this, and in turn he gets a piece of the catcher behind the plate. The next 1-2 pitch. Nope. That one misses, and I think a ballpark full of umpires disagrees. It's 2-2. Hernandez, the runner at third. Ramirez on second. Rosario at first. 1 gone. A little bouncer.
He's got that certainly timed up now. I'd be shocked if the pitcher goes to the well 3 times in a row with off speed.
The 2-2 one more time. Swing and a liner. And he has delivered one of the biggest at-bats of the afternoon as he cashes in with a base hit. And he's safe.
Hey, not hit all that hard, D-roll. He muscled it out there for a 2 RBI base hit.
Yeah, I don't care, Dan. Lawn dart, off the end of the bat, jam sandwich, doesn't matter. Found himself some green grass and gets 2 ribbies.
To the plate now is the designated hitter, Harold Ramirez. He's got a chance to add on to what's already been a big inning for them.
Yeah, 2 on here and 3 on the board already. They've absolutely come out and forced the issue of this inning. Matt, a hit here could really fire up that dugout.
Here's the first pitch. That one's right down the middle for a strike with the fastball.
Hey, this is a spot as a pitcher right now. You want to get a little bit greedy. Ideal would be to roll up a 2-ball. At worst, try to get yourself a strikeout.
And he misses with it, 1-1.
This inning hasn't gone the way he wanted it to, but it's not a total disaster yet. Sometimes pitching is about damage control, so if he can strand these guys out there, that would be pretty huge.
And a sinker dips too low there. Into the dirt, in fact.
Great chance right here as a hitter to be really aggressive. With two guys already on, pretty good shot he's going to get a challenge pitch right here.
The 2-1 home is looked at for ball 3.
I love the approach out on the mound. Everything's down in the zone as it should be, but now you find yourself in a 3-1 count. Do you elevate a little bit more and get back in this zone, or do you just pitch around them?
Full count, 3-2 to the Indians' DH.
With 2 strikes now and a runner at first, do you go for the strikeout, or you're still looking for the double play ball?
Good time to try to put the ball down in the strike zone. You could either get a strikeout or potential double play ball.
And he misses with it, ball 4, so that'll load the bases, and now he's really going to need to get a ground ball.
I think he was trying to be a little too fine there, and a walk is the result. Well, the good news is he has a force at every base. The bad news, a single probably drives in a couple of runs.
Next up, Bradley Zimmer. He flew out in his last AB.
Yeah, and I'm sure he'd like a base hit of some sort right here, Matty. But hey, you know what? Another flyout wouldn't be all that bad. If he can get it deep enough.
1 run is scored. Now a long throw home, and he is in there.
Hey, listen, when you have a good sinker, you have to throw it, but he's going to have to get the ball much lower in the zone than that last one.
Yeah, from the offensive side, Dan, 2-seamer, pitcher, sinker, baller, what have you. You're looking for that thing to pop out above the belt, and that's exactly what happened right there. Miss middle.
To plate now, Austin Hedges. Grounded weakly down the line toward third. This is foul for the first strike. Runners are at the corners with 1 man out. Boy, that's just about in the catcher's glove there. It's 0-2.
This is where, as a batter, you got to find a way to put something in the outfield. Get something elevated. I know you got to battle with 2 strikes and protect, but if anything is belt or above, you got to swing.
A swing and a miss. He offered it a ball way outside the strike zone for out number 2.
I think he had his mind made up. He was swinging the bat and trying to protect before the ball even left the pitcher's hand. That pitch wasn't even close. He would have needed a flagpole to hit that one.
Stepping in now, Ahmed Rosario, as he takes a called strike on the black. It's 0-1. Head-to-head with Jose Urena. Decent numbers. He's 6 for 15.
Ball.
Down and away, ball 1.
1-1.
Two and 1 now to the Tribe's leadoff man.
I'm pretty surprised by the location on those last 3 pitches. The book on him is that he hits the away pitch pretty well, and he just saw 3 in a row out there.
So does he go back out there again?
No, Matt, I expect him to mix it up. Most catchers won't call for the same location over and over and over.
The 2-1 pitch.
Ball 3.
Couldn't be a whole lot better situation to hit it now. 3-1, 2 on. He's got to be thinking he's going to get a pitch he can drive right here.
Hitters count all the way. Here it comes.
No, ball 4.
Inside, he misses, ball 4.
What's the saying? When you find yourself in a hole, the first thing you should do is stop digging. Well, the guy on the bump obviously hasn't heard that one.
Next, here is Cesar Hernandez. He hits here in a spot where he might be able to put this one out of reach.
Yeah, Matt, down 5, another run across here could very well put the nail in the coffin. Mentally, they might still feel like they've got a shot if they can get out of this jam, though.
He's ready. Here's the first pitch.
Ball, that's that one.
And when you're already down 5, the last thing you want to do is fall behind in the count when you're on the mound. That's not going to do anything to help you get back into this thing.
Now the 1-0. And it's fouled away.
You're lucky if you get one pitch a night right down the middle. Cannot be late on that fastball.
Here's the 1-1. Changeup. Good pitch there. 1-2.
I got the count.
I
1
know
and
he's
2.
been struggling early, but that pitch right there, well executed changeup. If he can mix that in, maybe he hangs around for a little while longer.
The 1-2 is swung on and missed. Strike 3. So a very good outburst here as 5 runs come across and allow them to take the lead. 2, 3, and 4 due up in the home half of the 6th. Cleveland's out in front 6-1. So now into the box is Harold Castro. And through 5 turns at bat, they've only mustered a total of 3 hits. Not terrible, but they're certainly not firing on all cylinders.
Yeah, they're definitely just not having consistent quality ABs. The game plan they had coming in hasn't worked, and I'm interested to see if they're willing to change it up a little bit.
First offering on its way. The outside target here, and he hits it for strike 1. Tried to get him to go after the slider, but it's 1-1.
That's a great take right there. Great pitch recognition to let that one go. Opposite-handed, that's coming across the plate. You might think you got a shot to stay inside that one.
And he takes ball 2, and it's 2-1. Hit out towards second. And the throw to first is in time. 1 gone.
The batter, the first baseman, Miguel Cabrera.
First baseman Miguel Cabrera stands in. 1 for 2 with a double on his line thus far. Now here's the pitch.
Yep, that ball went out.
This is why the manager pencils these guys in the middle of the order. Big spot, time for them to get back in this game with a couple quality ABs.
Popped him up. Naylor is under it near the mound. Makes the play, and there are 2 gone now.
The catcher, number 40, Wilson Ramos.
And that'll bring up Wilson Ramos. He's 0 for 2 thus far in this one. Here's the first pitch. There's a fastball well off the plate for a ball.
You know, over the course of a full season, you're going to have some clunkers, and this certainly looks like one. By the look on the manager's face, he's going to probably call a meeting after this.
Count even now at 1-1. Now the pitch. Popped up, and no one will get this one. Here comes the 1-2. One run on 3 hits and no errors in the ballgame for the Tigers. And he lays off it to even the count 2-2.
I don't blame the pitcher one bit for trying to get the chase right there. He's been fouling everything off. He's still got the entire arsenal open to him. So we'll see what pitch he comes with next.
And he takes ball 3, so it's a full count now. Now here's the pitch.
Hey, 3 foul balls in a row right here, searching for that put-away stuff.
And now this will be the 10th pitch of the at-bat. And this is taken low for ball 4, and they'll have themselves a 2-out base runner here after all.
Man, as a pitcher, I can tell you that is so frustrating. He's got 2 outs, and he wants to get that 3rd out as quickly and painlessly as possible, but that hitter makes him work his tail off, and he still loses him.
So the next to bat will be Willy Castro, 0 for 2 on the afternoon so far. Ready to deliver. Here comes the first pitch.
I wonder if that call not going his way right there has anything to do with walking the last guy. We all know umpires don't give you much on the corners if you're not throwing strikes consistently.
One and one to count. Ramos is off at first with 2 away. And he lays off for a ball. 2-1.
I got 2-1 to count.
Swinging a ball hit on the ground, but this will wind up a foul ball. 2-2. Has a look. Now the pitch. Back up the middle. And there's his first base hit in this one.
Hey, I like this right here. Offense putting a little bit of pressure right here on the defense. This game is not over yet. And if somebody can catch a gap or maybe hit one out, we got a chance to get back in this ball game. We might have something here.
Here's Jonathan Scope now. As he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. 0 for 2 for him to this point. The 1-0. It is a fastball in off the plate for a ball.
What a great opportunity to come through right here. 2-0 count, runners on base. Find something middle of the plate and let it rip.
Trying to hang a 0. Here's the pitch. And that changeup makes him jump. A swing and a miss.
Wow, great pitch right there, right? Changing speeds. How about that straight changeup? How about that swing? Howdy, if you're waving at me.
I got 3-1.
3-1.
3 balls, 1 strike.
Team's been struggling on offense. Let your D work for you right here. Pound the zone.
3-1. He's in there for a full count now. 3-2.
3-2.
2 men are on with 2 men out. Count remains full. And he misses with it for ball 4. So the bases will be loaded now with 2 away.
Man, that's just painful for a pitcher right there. A 3-2 offering that was right on the corner, but he couldn't get him to chase, and he doesn't get the call. Can't beat yourself up about that with too much.
Standing in now, Nomar Mazara, as he'll take a look at a high strike that time. It's 0-1. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. The 0-1 delivery. Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2.
He put himself in a good position, jumping ahead 0-2 with the bases loaded. Now we'll see if he can finish it off.
he struck him out, his 7th of the ball game, and that ends the inning. A couple of walks, but no damage. Back for more from Detroit after this. Now to the plate, Jose Ramirez, and he'll get us started in what's officially the back third of this one. He's set and the pitch.
Hey, I'm surprised he went to that spot in his zone. This guy's known for being a down and in hitter. Don't expect too many pitches going in that spot.
A 1 pitch on its way. Easy take there on the sinker, well off the outside. And that misses 2-2. Now here's the pitch.
Wow, from 0-2 to 3-2, and that last pitch on 2-2 wasn't even close. He had this guy in the ropes, but now he let him right back into this at bat.
And a good take there as they'll have a leadoff man aboard to start the 7th. It's ball 4.
That's an excellent at bat right there. Fell behind early 1-2. Didn't panic or start chasing pitches out of the zone. He's able to lay off 3 pitches in a row, and he's standing on first with no outs. That's a great job.
At the plate now, Ramirez. As he'll take a look at his strike on the outside corner, it's 0-1. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far. He's ready. Here's the 0-1.
I got 1 ball, 1 strike.
I'll tell you, it's a helpless feeling for a manager or a pitching coach when your pitchers are having a really hard time throwing strikes. What are you supposed to do other than keep trying new guys until someone starts attacking the zone?
The 1-1.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Boy, not exactly what you'd like as a pitcher. One of the keys is to minimize your pitches, attack the strike zone early, a lot of deep counts, and working himself into a lot of trouble.
Nobody out, runner on first. Oh, double play ball to second. 4. A tag for 1 on to first. And as Ernie may have said, it's 2 for the price of 1 for the Tigers. 2 away.
Left fielder, number 9, Eddie Rosario.
So base is empty now after the double play. And coming forward, the veteran outfielder, Eddie Rosario. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Here comes the 0-1. And a sinker's in there for a called strike, and he forges ahead 0-2.
You know, most people would be surprised he took that right there because that looked like it was in his honey hole. He had to obviously be sitting on something else.
Now a swing and a softly hit ground ball. Popped straight up. Urena just to the left of the mound. And that's the 3rd out. So a good bounce back inning here after the 5-run outburst last time around. Bottom half of the inning here in Detroit. Get up and stretch. The Indians lead it 6-1. Phil Maton will come on in relief as he'll make his 2nd appearance of the season so far.
Phil Maton.
And now, Jeimer Candelario. He'll match up with a new pitcher to begin their half of the seventh.
Baseman, Jeimer Candelario.
First pitch on its way. And he throws the fastball by him here, 0-1.
Well, he kind of tipped his hand right there. His approach is obviously sitting on the off speed because he was so late on that first pitch heater.
Outside at 94, 1 ball and 1 strike. And now a curveball that's low and in the dirt for a ball. It's 2-1. The pitch. High in the air out to center field. And that'll get down out there for extra bases. And the Tigers are in business right away. It's a leadoff double.
The left fielder, number 8, Robbie Grossman.
Into the box, Robbie Grossman. As you'll watch a first pitch curveball drop in there for strike 1. He went down on strikes last time up. Oh, and 1, here it comes. This one's flared off to the right side. And that's going to fall for a base hit.
Hey, there's a base hit right there. Now they have a couple of runners on with less than 2 outs, but they're down by so much in this game that hopefully maybe they can get something started here in this inning.
Yeah, 100%, Dan. I played the game a long time. I've never seen a big league hitter giving that bat away. You chip away and fight until that 27th out.
So now to the plate, Victor Reyes. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Now the 1-0. Line drive base hit. Throw comes in quickly here, and that'll prevent the runner at third from testing things here.
Boy, D'Ero, we're looking at a big inning right here with that single. Bases are loaded, yet no runs have scored in this inning.
Yeah, and that's exactly what that pitcher wants you to think. You have to eliminate the noise, Dan. Just try and drive in the guy from third base. Don't put pressure on yourself that you have to get everyone in with one swing of the bat. Pass the baton and keep the line moving.
Now the first pitch.
1-0.
It's not easy to continue pounding the strike zone when you've given up 3 consecutive hits, but he has to trust that getting the ball down in the zone will get him an out.
Candelario on third. Grossman at second. Reyes on at first with nobody out. And that's off the plate and high. 2-0 now.
Nowhere to put anybody. 2-0 count, not a good spot to be in as a pitcher.
And 0 now.
Hey, the bullpen needs to step up in this situation. I got to believe the manager was hoping for way more than this.
Oh, and it misses. Ball 4, and that will force home a run.
Well, that's just not a good look for the guy on the mound. Bases loaded. You expect him to bear down and really fight to get an out, but instead, he walks home a run on 4 pitches.
Brian Shaw is summoned in the toughest situation a reliever can face. Bases loaded, nobody out.
Brian Shaw.
To the plate now, Miguel Cabrera, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike one. His guys trail by 4, but the bases are juiced, so a home run ties it. High and deep down the left field line. Bases loaded here, nobody out. And there's a base hit on the line. 1 run scores. And the second run will score as well, and just like that, it's cut to 6-4 now.
How frustrating is that, Dan? He tries to bury something in with 2 strikes, and this guy's able to put bat on baseball and find a way to hit a soft liner to the opposite field.
You know, sometimes you have to tip your cap that inside-out swing. As a pitcher, you think you've thrown a good pitch, but sometimes as a hitter, they put a good swing on it and still ends up for a base hit.
In now, Wilson Ramos. No balls and 1 strike. Naylor might try to make a play on it. Shaw, the former Seattle Mariner, he became a member of this team after signing as a free agent earlier this season.
Yeah, he didn't have an opportunity to really get acclimated to this ball club. Showing up during the season is not always easy, opening the doors to a big league clubhouse and trying to get to know your teammates. The best way to get to know them is to go out and produce.
Swung on and missed. He didn't even come close to contact on a ball way out of the zone. 1 out.
Really important time for a strikeout there, guys. Tying run at first, so objective number 1 is straining him on base. And now with 1 out, it becomes a lot more difficult to manufacture that run.
At the plate, Willy Castro, as he'll take a changeup here for strike 1. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. Oh, 1, here's the pitch. And it's 1-1. Set. Here comes the 1-1. Below the zone, a swing and a miss. Swing and a ball hit on the ground. Not close with that one. It's way above the strike zone. Can't find the zone there as he lays off the breaking ball. Jonathan Scope is on deck. Now the payoff pitch home. Misses with that one. Ball 4, and that's going to load the bases now with still only 1 away.
The batter, number 7, second baseman, Jonathan.
So stepping in is Jonathan Scope, trying here to plate the tying run from second. Set. Here it comes.
This is a situation where you have to step out of the box and tell yourself, my job is to get the runner in from third. It'd be nice to gap one and get them both in, but you want to take a little pressure off you offensively and just focus on being productive.
Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike.
Clearly, this is a tough situation to be on the mound, but the key here is minimizing. They're up by 2, so if he could find a way to get out of this bases-loaded jam by only giving up 1 run, that would be clutch.
And that's into the corner, a foul ball and right. 1 out with the possible tying and go-ahead runs on base here. Hit in the air down the right field line. Long run for the right fielder, but he can't get to it, and this might clear the bases. 1 run is scored. And he's in safely at third as 3 runs come across, and they'll take the lead here in the late going.
Boy, those have to feel really good, D'Lo. You get late in the game, you come up with a big RBI base hit right here to give your team the lead.
Yeah, no one remembers that ground ball with eyes in the top of the second inning. You want to show up when the game is on the line. Can you quiet your emotions down, take the crowd out of it, and slow yourself down enough to come through? And that's exactly what he did.
Cal Quantrill takes the call from the pen as he'll try to get the final 2 outs of this 7th frame. Now to bat, Nomar Mazara. Not much in the way of productivity from him so far, but he's got a chance to come through here in a crucial spot.
Yeah, it's time now that he has to put the rest of those bats behind it, because none of that matters if he can clutch up when it really counts.
First pitch on the way. Bottom part of the zone, a good changeup gets the call.
This is going to be an interesting at-bat. I think he has to be pitching for a strikeout here, so we'll see what kind of sequence he uses.
The 0-1 on its way. Chased a low ball there, and he's quickly down in the count 0-2.
The offensive approach here is simple. You know the pitcher's going for the K, so set your sights middle of the plate. And then don't worry about the infielders. They're so close, hard contact is a guaranteed ribby.
Now batting, the third baseman, Zimmer, Candelario.
Next to dig in, Jeimer Candelario, runner in scoring position with 2 gone. Looking to keep this a 1-run game. The pitch.
Ball inside.
You know, because this is just a 1-run game, this doesn't strike me as a situation where he's going to be working around a guy. I think he's going to challenge him right here.
The 1-0. And this one's too far inside, ball 2.
Those were great takes right there. Those were pitches that a lot of guys normally swing at, but he took both of them and finds himself in a productive count leverage 2-0.
Over the outside half, and it's 2-1.
That's the exact spot to lean on as a reliever. As a hitter, you just have to tip your cap and look for the next one.
The set and the 2-1. Not fooled there as this ball's hammered out to deep right field. But that'll stay in the park as it's off the wall. Throw won't get him.
Dan, that's a huge insurance run right there. Has to feel good as a hitter right there to not only get a ribby knock, but to give your team a little bit of breathing room.
It does, and it makes your pitcher go out there with a little bit more free and easy frame of mind instead of going in a 1-run game where every pitch is so important. You're 1 pitch away from a solo tying the game up. That's not the case now.
Stepping in now, Robbie Grossman. As the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball 1. He's working on a 1-for-2 game so far. The 1-0 home. In the dirt, and now let's see. Throw goes to third, and it's too late as he's in there.
That can be a tough read as a runner on second to see if the ball has gotten away enough to move to third. You have to be sure you can make it. He was there, and now he's only 90 feet away.
Down low, and the plot thickens here. 3-0.
When you're playing close games like this, base runners mean everything, so he can ill afford to start giving away free passes.
Three and one.
Stealing that strike on 3-0 was important, but you don't want to miss over the heart of the plate in this situation. I got to believe he's going to be way more aggressive right here.
Candelario at third with 2 away. Fastball is taken for a strike, and he runs it full 3-2. On the ground to third, right to Ramirez. And it's in time at first, and hallelujah, the side is retired. But a big inning here as they bat around and push 7 runs across the plate to take the lead. We'll look ahead to inning number 8 now. The Tigers lead it 8-6. Joe Jimenez is out from the bullpen now as he'll be making his first appearance of this young season.
Joe Jimenez.
New inning set to get underway, and next to bat will be the first baseman, Josh Naylor. From the stretch.
That's outside.
Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. Pitch is a slider, swung on and missed. 1-1.
Tying run stands on deck, but it'll only matter if the guy in the box can get on base.
Yeah, and that has to be his mentality at the plate right now, Matt. He can't be the hero, so he needs to do what he can to give the guy behind him a chance to be the guy.
He's set, and the 2-1 pitch. The count now at 2-2. Here's the pitch. Bounce down the third baseline. Lifted in the air toward the line and right. Mazara's under it, and that's the first out of the inning.
Now batting, designated hitter, Ramirez.
Striding forward now is the DH, Harold Ramirez. He comes in 0 for 2 thus far. First pitch on its way. Rounded slowly to the left side. Scooped up. And the off-balance throw beats him at first, and that's a tough play.
The center fielder, Zimmer.
At the plate now is Bradley Zimmer. Lifetime against this particular arm. Not a big sample size, 0 for 1. Here's the first pitch to him. Try to bunt for a base hit here as he gets this one down. This gets foul. It's 0-1. And he gets him to swing through that one. He's in control, 0-2.
Hey, this is a huge out right here. 2 outs in the 8th inning. If this guy comes in and does his job, they hand it over to that beast in the 9th.
Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 0-2 pitch.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Well, that's a pitch right there you gotta just lay off. There's a good chance he's going to throw it on 0-2. And if you can recognize it starting down in the zone, you know it's only going to go down from there.
Just staying alive, putting together a really good at-bat here. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. Down in order go the Tribe. Can't cut into that 8-6 deficit.
Ladies and
Emmanuel
gentlemen,
Clase
your
is on to
attention,
pitch out of the
please.
bullpen in the bottom
Now
half of the
pitching for
8th.
Indians, number 48, Emmanuel Clase.
So the lineup flips over and digging
Leading
in,
up
Victor
for the
Reyes.
Tigers,
He'll see what he can do
the
leading
center
off the
fielder,
home 8th.
Victor Reyes.
First offering.
0-1's the count.
The Tribe entered the day looking to wrap up a big series sweep, but it's going to take some late game heroics in order to make that a reality.
Never easy to sweep any team, but this is a close one, and there's an old saying in baseball, a bloop and a blast, and if they can stay close, get a base hit, get somebody to hit one out of the ballpark, they're not out of this one yet.
Fouled off. Now here's a ball hit high and deep to straightaway right field. Right fielder looking up. Adios, pelota. A solo shot here to straightaway right field. First home run of the campaign for him as they jump ahead by 3.
And the home crowd has really come to life here in the bottom of the 8th. They know as well as anybody that a 3-run lead this late in the game is awfully tough to overcome, especially on the road. 3 outs, and this one is theirs.
Up next to the Tigers, the designated hitter.
At the plate now, Willy Castro. And he'll take a look at ball 1. And for the opposition, finishing this one off and salvaging a win in the series will sort of allow them to at least save a little face here at home.
No doubt about it. The last thing you want to do is get beat around in your own backyard. You want to make your home ballpark a winning ballpark. So winning this one and avoiding the sweep could be just what the doctor ordered.
If you're on the mound right here, you got to trust your catcher and execute. You know who's coming up to the plate.
Swing, and he pops him up. And that'll get down for a base hit. He'll get it into second. The tag, and he is out at second.
Up next to the Tigers, the first baseman, Miguel Cabrera.
Standing in now, Miguel Cabrera, as he takes a called strike at the knees. It's 0-1. He's got 2 hits in 4 at-bats. Set to deliver the 0-1. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Protecting on 0-2, so we'll do it again. Lifted in the air to straightaway center. Zimmer is there, 2 gone.
The catcher, number 40, Wilson Ramos.
And next it'll be the Tigers cleanup hitter, Wilson Ramos. He went down on strikes in his last at-bat.
Yeah, he's got to put that one behind him, especially with runners in scoring position. Those punch-outs will stick with you a little longer.
He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. To the left side, but it's well fouled. Boy, big problems here to start this at-bat. It's 0-2 now.
Ew, was that ugly? You could probably throw anything out there to this guy. He'd swing at the rosin bag if you throw it up there.
Now the 0-2 pitch. 2 out, nobody on. And the inning goes away in unceremonious fashion on a swing and a miss at a ball way outside the strike zone. One for the Tigers, and it comes on this solo home run. Last chance coming up for the Tribe. It's the Tigers 9 and the Indians 6. Jose Cisneros comes on from the pen, hoping to finish this one off here in the top of the ninth. All set to start the ninth in this one. And next to hit is the catcher, Austin Hedges.
They look like they're up against it here. Down 3 on the road, trying to come back against the closer.
Here's the first pitch to him.
Yeah! 0-1.
Hey, there's an old saying in baseball, you need to take a strike in this spot. Well, he got one there. Now he just needs to find a way to get on.
Chased out of the zone there, and he's down 2 strikes.
I know that feeling. Played 14 years in the big leagues and still can't hit a slider.
Here it comes, 0-2. And a good hard slider as this one swung on and missed for the first out here in the ninth.
Classic slider down and away for the strikeout there. Not a whole lot to say about that pitch that hasn't been said a million times already. That's just a real tough pitch for a hitter to pick up out of a pitcher's hand, so they end up chasing when they're in protect mode.
So now to the plate, Ahmed Rosario, as he rips it on the ground to second. Throw on the first, and now the Indians are down to their final out.
The batter number 7, second baseman, Cesar Hernandez.
So now to the plate, Cesar Hernandez. And he needs to make something happen. They're down to their final out here in the ninth. First pitch on its way. As he'll look at a fastball too high for ball 1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. That's 2-0.
The last thing you want to do when you've got a 3-run lead in the ninth is give the other guys any sense of hope. It's a good time to challenge here on 2-0, especially since there's a good chance he's taking until he gets a strike.
Now here's the pitch. Now the 2-1.
Big fastball is definitely this guy's MO coming out of the bullpen.
And now this crowd announced at around 33,000 come to their feet. Look out. Don't want to hit him there. It's full 3-2. Jose Ramirez would be next if they can keep this inning alive. 2 out, nobody on. Last strike now for Cleveland. Grounded to first. And he whiffs on it as this ball's right under his glove.
Yeah, I'm not sure. This ball might have caught him in between hops. He looked unsure which way to turn his glove, and the next thing you know, it's by him.
In now, Jose Ramirez. Pitch swung on and hit in the air. Toward the line and right. And that's in there. Base hit. The relay. Not in time. And he's in there with a double.
Now's a good time for your pitcher to take a deep breath. He still has the lead, although it probably doesn't feel like it. So he can't worry about how he got into this mess. He just has to figure out how to get out of this mess.
To the plate now, Ramirez, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball one. In his career against this pitcher, not a big sample size, 0 for 1. One and 0. Here it is. In the dirt and blocked behind the plate. Runners may have thought about it, but they'll stay put, and the count moves to 2-1. 2-1, here it is. And this is foul tip at the plate right off the arm of the catcher behind the plate. Ouch. Has them down to their final strike. Here it comes.
We got full count.
And that one never threatened the zone. It's gone full now to 3-2.
Now on 3-2 as a pitcher, you've got to go with the pitch that you feel most comfortable throwing with.
Ready with the payoff pitch. And he takes ball 4. So now at least they're set up for the force at any base here with 2 away.
That is just a great at-bat there. When you're down late, you need base runners any way you can get them. And that never-say-die mentality could be the difference. We'll see how it plays out.
Into the box, Eddie Rosario. No hits in 3 tries so far. He struck out once. Looking to wiggle out of this. Here it is.
So important getting ahead with the bases loaded. Already a difficult situation, so you don't want to make it any harder by falling behind in the count.
Comes set, the 0-1.
Count 1-2.
Well, there's the classic 0-2 wasted fastball. Not even close to the zone. We'll see what he throws on the next pitch.
Hernandez at third. Ramirez over at second. Reyes on at first with 2 down. And this is in the dirt here as it bounds a few feet away. And a nice job to keep the runners at bay as the count moves to 2-2. 2-2, here it is. And he struck him out for out number 3. So that'll wrap things up here as they leave the possible tying run stranded at first.
Well, just an excellent job right here, closing this one out. He just collected the first save of his career. Got to start somewhere.
9-6, the final tally in this one. Detroit capitalized on a huge 7th inning on the way to the win. Jose Arena claims the win out of the pen, his first. Jose Cisneros closes the door for the save, his first of the year. So that will wrap things up. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Wackney, and our whole crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, head to theshow.com.
Here now is our final line score this afternoon. First for the victorious Tigers, 9 runs, 12 hits. 1 error, they left 7 men on base. For Cleveland, 6 runs, 7 hits. No errors, they left 8 men on base. Time of the ball game, 4 hours and 19 minutes. Thank you for joining us here this afternoon. And we remind you to please drive home safely.
that you